Wanting to become a YouTuber for fun or for profit? Check out the amazing Blue Yeti microphone today. Affiliate link in the video description. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the Mundane Matt channel, and you know what's always funny to call out? When pussy passes are half denied and half happened, because that's pretty much what happened here. So what we have here is an Oregon woman was sentenced to house arrest for molesting a female passenger on an Alaskan Airlines flight. So you got this one right here, notably attractive, not going to lie, notably attractive, sentenced to house arrest for molesting a female passenger on a flight. Yeah, right. An Oregon woman was sentenced to house arrest on Monday after she pled guilty to molesting a female passenger on an Alaskan Airlines flight last year. Heidi McKinney, who pled guilty to assault charges in March, has been sentenced to 8 months of home detention and 3 years probation. So let me get this straight, just because I got to put it out there. This chick is on a flight, molests somebody, and she does. It goes through it. She gets 8 months of house arrest and then 3 years probation. I just want you to kind of flip the genders on that one. Right? If a man had assaulted a woman like this on a flight, he would have been locked up for like life. This is where you have gender inequality when it comes to sexual assault. I can't even with this shit. The incident happened last May aboard an Alaska Airlines flight from Las Vegas to Portland. And I've been on those flights from Vegas to San Diego and Vegas to Portland. Everyone's kind of wrecked from the weekend, so I understand. It's kind of an odd environment. You're still maybe in a party mode. You're still probably drunk or coked out. But you still don't ask to be molested. Witnesses at the time told police that McKinney touched the 19-year-old woman without her consent. Clearly where the term molestation came from in the story. Prosecutors say that the 27-year-old tried to force the woman to drink alcohol, which McKinney had allegedly smuggled on the plane. She then proceeded to grope the victim's breasts, genitals, and even licked her ear, according to prosecutors and police. So not only did this chick sneak in alcohol through TSA, which before anyone out there grabs their pearls and faints on the couch, oh my God, how did she get it through TSA? Aren't they meant to protect us? They're meant to save us. They're meant to keep us from the terrorists. But she snuck in the alcohol. It's not hard to sneak shit through TSA. It's really not. They don't catch most of the shit that goes through. Look, there's another YouTuber by the name of Jeff Holiday who is a great guide. He went to VidCon with us, and he has these boots with spikes on them. And coming out of Portland down to LAX, he went through security with the boots. No one said a word. And these could have been used as a deadly weapon. But he was caught on the way back. He didn't even think about it. Most of the time, people don't even think about it. And the TSA is not even really well equipped to see everything. And so if they're looking for liquids, you could probably smuggle it through something. Now, I'll tell you guys a secret here. I know some people went on a cruise a couple years ago. Now, cruises, same exact thing. You can't bring on any alcohol. If you do, it shall be confiscated. Outside of wine and champagne, up to 750 milliliters a bottle, and then you get it back at the end of the cruise. So my friends, what they decided to do is they wanted to bring on Patron, because fuck paying for it on cruise ship prices. So they put it in little 4-ounce bottles and then vacuum sealed it, and then wrote toner and like bath liquid and nail polish remover or whatever, and took it through customs, took it through security. They're not going to be able to identify that. And then you get there, you cut it open, you got yourself a fucking cocktail. So getting alcohol through TSA is not necessarily hard to do, but it's what she did with it afterward that is remarkably fucked up. Just the fact that she proceeded to grope the victim's breasts, genitals, and even lick her ear. That's horrifying. You're on a plane and some woman next to you is like, drink up, because she, like, what, 27 to 19, almost feels like grooming to an extent. You know, getting her hammered and then starts doing some crazy shit with her on the flight. It's not that long of a flight. It's like less than 2 hours from like Vegas to Portland. So it's really not that far. So she was trying really hard. She was trying really hard. Now, the victim, in a written statement in court, says she forgave McKinney and hopes she gets the help that she needs. Yeah, because I know that if I was force-fed alcohol and then some woman's trying to rub up on my genitals and then lick my ear without my consent, at the age of 19, I probably wouldn't fight it, to be honest. But that's not the point. The point is the consent part, not whether or not I'd be totally okay. I wouldn't. The point is, is that she says she forgives her, which is fine. You know, we don't want to walk around with that much hate and harboring in our heart. We don't want that. But 8 months probation? I mean, that is sexual assault. That is more sexual assault than happens on some college campuses, where they throw people out of school for that kind of shit. But she gets 8 months house arrest and 3 years probation? Now, the woman says here, I personally don't feel you know how much damage you caused me. The day you messed with my head and took something from me that I'll never get back. Yeah, I agree with that completely. Now, McKinney's lawyer, Lisa Ludwig, said her client was a sexual abuse victim and has been struggling with alcohol abuse since her teens. And that is a valid argument as to why this might have happened, because that tends to be something you hear a lot about. People who were victims of sexual abuse when they were younger kind of tend to go one of two ways. In my experience, I could be wrong, but in my experience, they tend to go one of two ways. They either become kind of a nun or a nymph. It's one or the other. There's rarely ever any in between. This feels like more of the nymph variety. And that seems to be the more common that I've come across. And so I understand that, but that's still not a defense entirely against that shit. It's not like the woman, you know, was like, there was intent there. She was trying to feed her alcohol that she smuggled on the flight. Nah, fuck that shit. Now, she recently completed alcohol treatment program in June and was working towards her education, her lawyer said. She was previously arrested for drunk driving in 2008 and 2015. So this woman right here, Heidi McKinney, okay, she's got some problems. She's got some issues that honestly do require tissues. I'm not going to be a complete heartless asshole and not argue that there are some problems there. But when you look at the situation at a whole, and if you want equality in these situations, what she did was sexual assault, molestation of a passenger on a plane. Now, the thing is, even though the 19-year-old may have wanted the alcohol, because I'm pretty sure it started with that, like, hey, you want a drink? And I've been in a similar situation. I did. Back in 2003, my grandmother passed away. And so my dad's mom. And I was flying up from San Diego to Portland, and my dad was coming to pick me up at the airport. And I was kind of like, you know, I was 20 years old. I wasn't 21 yet. I was a month away. And you know, I'm up there and I'm flying up, and I get into a conversation with this guy. And this dude starts buying me Budweisers mid-flight. Puts 4 Budweisers in me in a 2.5-hour flight from Portland, or from San Diego to Portland, to the point of when I get off the damn flight, I am drunk as shit, right? I was fucking hammered. And then the guy was like, hey, do you want to come hang out? Right? And I'm all like, no, because there's my dad. And I went over to my dad. But the thing is, the guy was like trying to like get me hammered and then move me away, you know, and no one questioned the fact that I was under the age, and no one questioned that I was drinking on this flight. So these kind of things happen. I happen to be lucky that my parent was waiting for me at the gate. This was, you know, just post 9/11, right? So they weren't as crazy yet, and you could still get very close to the gate, at least in Portland International. So I've been in that situation. I still think that this chick got the pussy pass. I'm sorry. I still think she got the pussy pass, right? It's that woe is me mentality. She still groped somebody. There was no consent there. That was a sexual assault. And if it was a man who did it, it would be 3 to 5 years in prison and branded the scarlet letter of assaulting and everything else. And I think you guys at home agree with me on this. And it's really frustrating that in this day and age, people out there very much can get away with this kind of shit constantly, and not be held accountable to the same standards that their male counterpart would be. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the video. If you guys liked it, be sure to toss it a thumbs up, slap on that subscribe because I post new content pretty much every single day. Also, live streams 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Sunday through Wednesday, and probably some extra days in between. If you guys want to support the channel, check out the Amazon affiliate link that was posted in the beginning, Patreon, PayPal, anything really helps out right now. But regardless, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being here. I'll see you later. Have yourself a great day. Peace out.